Good evening. Oh, it's evening now. All right. Good evening, and then welcome to the bait shop. Fishing with the Chad here, and unfortunately, we still do not have my partner in crime back just yet. Still working on some things, but hoping he'll be back here soon. But we have a awesome guest tonight. We have real time catfishing, Mr. John and Dana.
That's it.
Yep,
Perfect.
that's right.
All right. I was like, wait a minute, am I going to mess it up? All right, here we go. Start messing it up in the first 2 minutes of the show here. All right.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the bait shop. We were just talking about the thumbnail that actually looks like John is literally in the bait shop. Awesome job by the Chad. My thumbnail game is just elevating to new levels. I've been inspired by John himself, who does some awesome creative things with thumbnails. So appreciate you, John, with inspire me to make myself better with that.
There you go. You done a good job. Real good job.
See, coming from such a awesome thumbnail maker, I appreciate that.
Now, when he could see, he really could do some awesome ones. But now it's not. Well, they're still really good, but a lot of detail that he can't do now because he just can't see that minute stuff.
Well, I think he did. I mean, he did do one of myself and Dee the other day that I would say ranks up there with one of the best I've ever seen. So the one that he put on Facebook. So appreciate that one.
Appreciate that.
Let's say hi to Mr. Avid Fisherman, Ernie Brown, Mike Sampson, Catfishing Crappie, my wonderful and beautiful wife Dee that's sitting right over here.
Hey, Dee.
Muskrat Adventures, Stephen Corley, Hooks and Hammocks, Papaw Ed, Miss Chrissy Brown, Ernie Brown. I don't know if that's Ernie or not. And so, they love your video. Who? Do everything. Where is that one? Hey, there it is. Do everything. I just totally scrolled right past after I said Papaw Ed. Do everything. My favorite subscriber now. Let's see. I just missed somebody else. Philip Williams, Panfish Nation. Lyle's in the house. We have made the big time again. Followed by an even bigger superstar, Miss Cindy Stokes. Love you, Mama. You're a great woman. I just really want some more cinnamon rolls. Palmetto Cats and Telly Lee are in the house.
Take care.
All right. Gene Tillman, what's going on? So real-time catfishing. We were talking before the show here, and I was telling you, I remembered when you first started coming into the chats, and you said you started getting a little bit vocal in the chats, was talking and stuff, and remember some of the original thumbnails you were creating for folks, chunky, and you had actually sent me one that I used for a while for the bait shop.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, and then unfortunately you had a slight mishap going on with your eyesight, and
I disappeared for a while.
you disappeared in the chat, but you were listening, right?
Yeah, I was listening.
You were at least listening in to the great shows, especially on Thursday night, the bait shop. The other ones you kind of half listen because they're almost as good as the bait shop, but not quite. Kidding, everybody, kidding. I mean, it's not a serious show. But now you're back. You started coming back in the chat, and now you started your own YouTube channel.
Yeah, we started it. Something we wanted to do way back, but when my first eye hit, it kind of derailed me a little bit, and then I started getting back in it, and I made my boat video and one about tying a snail knot, which I've got 7,000, 8,000 views for that. But I started doing a few, and the week I was going to start doing my channel, my first live fishing stream or recorded fishing show, because at that time I hadn't even thought about going live. The very day we had the boat hooked up that night, had it pulled out from under the boat shelter, we were ready to go. And I woke up that Wednesday morning and I was blind in my right eye.
Yep, we were my brother and his wife were here at Nag's Head. They were out at Nag's Head, and we were going to pick them up and take them out. They were there for vacation. We were going to take them out that day and record, you know, and weren't able to make it.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
so that kind of derailed us again. I sat back there in my room for, I guess, about 6 months, just totally depressed. I didn't want to go anywhere or do anything at all. I don't know. I started, you know, I just started coming back up out of it, and now here we are. We're doing the best with what we got and trying to create a YouTube channel.
Apologies.
Oh no, you're fine.
We had a unwanted guest that just walked by. Oh, you're talking to your phone like you're on a show. Let me come in and bug you and see if I can bum some stuff on you. Okay. Oh, apologies. Now I'm all sidetracked. Don't know where anything's at in the bait shop right now.
Yeah.
What's going on, Green Machine and Art, Catfish Regulators, Heath from HS Outdoors. My favorite sis, not Catfish and Crappie's favorite sis, Miss Betty Jean Cross is in the house.
Betty Jean. A lot of these folks I just become friends with today on Facebook.
What's that?
A lot of these folks I hear you call, I just become friends with them today on Facebook.
Well, good.
Ernie and Chrissy, and I heard a couple more in there. So it is.
Well, you know, yeah, I've actually had the pleasure of meeting Miss Chrissy and Mr. Ernie and Betty and Brandon, and there's some awesome couples, and I've met Paul Meadow, and I've met Lyle and Cindy, and I don't think we didn't get to meet Anna when we were out in North Carolina. Well, we met Kevin when we were out there. I'm trying to think of other couples and stuff that we've met, but Chris and Telly, Mo and Parker.
Oh.
Is there any other couples that we've met that I haven't? Yeah, I said Betty and Brandon. I can't remember if there's any other ones, but you know, we were talking about the whole couple showdown that you're going to be in.
Yep.
In October. Very excited about that.
I am too, man. I tell you, it's been my first tournament. I've been wanting to do them. Palmetto puts on a bunch of them, and I've been wanting to do them. But, you know, I can't get my boat to the river. She can't get it to the river, so I just hadn't done any. But I've been wanting to. If
I ever get up in your neck of the woods, we'll hook that bad boy up and take it out.
Man, that
sounds good.
That sounds great.
All
so
right.
many of these guys I want to meet. You were calling that you met them. Man, there's so many of them I want to meet. You know, I've followed Kevin for a good while on Palmetto. He does some outstanding work. You know, I said one of these days, you know, I'd like to meet him. So maybe it'll happen one day.
Well, I mean, I've noticed, you know, last year we were talking about it too, with the explosion of catfishing in YouTube. You know, there's tons of channels and stuff out there. And then this year I've noticed a lot, you know, we have a lot more, but there's more get-togethers and people. I'm seeing more people travel to meet each other, fish together, and all that kind of stuff, and it's a lot of fun. We've had the pleasure of doing it 3 times this year, so it's definitely something. If you know you're able to get to one of these or all of them, anything like that, they're a lot of fun. You'll find that I've not noticed anybody different in person than how they are online. So it's been really cool. I will say that Lyle is even shorter than he looks on camera. But
we do have plans. Chunky called me the other day and we talked. We do have plans to drive out sometime soon and fish with Chunky on the bank out there. And I'd like to take the takedown tower, and I think that would be a real good fun with Chunky there with the takedown.
That would be fun, and I think that would be a fun little competition. See which one you guys can light up more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now that would be fun. Yeah.
This has got a new person I just saw in here, and I don't want to mess it up. Now I can't find them. Anglerholic? Anglerholic? I can't find their name, but I've seen it go by. Welcome to this show. Forget Lyle's favorite son. Yeah, I am. I am Lyle's favorite son. That's fine. Yeah. So let's go over that because John and Dana have almost rounded out the second Saturday. So the first Saturday is October 9th. That day right now is completely full. Saturday, October 16th, I want to say we have 6 teams or 7 teams already. So we do have 1 or 2 spots open for that one. And right now I have Sundays are available, but we have not got but one person on each, or one couple on each day that have signed up for that. So if we can't get, a decent amount on those days, we're gonna have to cancel those days, unfortunately. But I'd like to have at least 3 or 4 for sure that will be able to do it. Maybe Linda can borrow Patriot James's Patriot Patty doll. We were talking about that earlier. That was one of
right.
John's favorite things about the first couple showdown.
I remember that.
My neighborhood is very noisy tonight. So I apologize if you guys hear all that.
No, we
don't hear it.
We don't hear a thing.
Good. I hear a lot of it because I guess my ears are going right towards it. So
well, that's how we were last week out at the bank there, where we were right beside a big overpass, and we won't hear.
Oh my goodness!
Now the people said they didn't hear anything, but we couldn't hear nothing. So
I think it all depends on the direction of the microphone on the phone.
Yeah,
as long as it's away from it, you're fine. Where it's going towards me, and all the road noise is right over there. So. Mark, I thought you already were. Just kidding. Lisabella Kirkpatrick, welcome.
Lisabella.
Want to be outdoors. I said happy birthday to you yesterday, but happy birthday again, buddy. I heard his birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Jeremy's Tournament Cats, what's going on? Tirador Arco, welcome, my friend. I'll make sure we're saying hi to as many people and trying not to miss people. I do tend to, like there's Jason Lamb. I missed him.
Jeremy's turn.
Ernie wants to come down and wax my boat. That would be fine. So, John. All right, we'll get to that first. We'll get to that first. Everybody wants to know when you're going fishing again. I think I know this answer, but once you let us in.
We're going Sunday night. I've been out there all day working on my new takedown tower. My cousin bought me a clear acrylic tube. So we're gonna light that thing up with a black light. At least I bought a black light that came in today. It's the wrong one, so we're not gonna have a black light. But we're gonna light it up anyway, and
it's pretty.
We're gonna have it ready to go. And we're gonna sit down yonder in Williamston Sunday night. I've already put out there 7:00. I think she said she wanted 6, but I want to do more at nighttime than daytime. So Sunday night, guys.
6:00.
7:00.
And real time link is in the description. So what gave you this grand idea for this takedown tower?
I tell you how it came out. I come home from church Wednesday night just last week, and I don't know, for some reason, I just had my channel on my mind. What can we do that would be a little bit different? How could we engage the audience a little more and want them to come into somebody that's really not known, like her. And I just prayed about it, and I just started thinking, and my first thought was I was going to hook up something to my rods, and if the catfish bit hard enough and there was a bloom full of flour going to go up over my head, and I was going to be sitting on it was going to pop the bloom, and I'd get sprayed with flour
or water.
Or water. And I told her about it the next morning, and yeah. But I was sitting there thinking it would be funny maybe 2 times. It wouldn't be worth anything anymore. Cause how many times can you see a man get dusted in flour? That'd be funny. So I just started thinking, and I said, well, what if I put a tower there? And somehow or another rig the corks up, and every time I get a bite, you see this cork fly up the tower. And it's just kind of rolled from there. I get different ideas every day how to improve it, and I go out and work on it every day. So I'm just wanting to do something that's different, something that's fun, something that will engage people and give away prizes. And man, just want to have a good time. That's all.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I really like the idea. I didn't know if it was like you're sitting there watching Chunky, and now Chunky has a boat full of these bright things that he's lighting the water up with, which looks pretty cool. But I was like, it's a competition. Like, I got to outdo Chunky. I gotta do like maybe get it to where, maybe you get it to where when Moby Dick takes it down and it launches to the top, fireworks start going off, and
and
might be all kinds of stuff.
Chad, we have talked about hooking some switches up for each prize, and as it goes through one, it'll ring a little, it'll do a little swirly light or something, and that wouldn't be hard to do. Put a little kick switch in yonder, so you don't know what you will see on this thing in the coming days. I'll tell you.
But having the tube clear really is giving us a lot more options. Than having the solid white, where you really the only thing you saw was the orange, bobber thing going up.
Yeah.
But now with it being clear.
Yeah. So I want to put a black light in it where you can't see the light, but it's shining down in it. But like I say, I got the wrong one, but we're gonna rectify that situation one day.
I mean, it's all learning. It's nothing. It's YouTube. Every time we go out and fish and film and do all that kind of, we're learning different stuff, and it's like, oh man, I wish I would have done this, right? Or I could have tweaked this, and I wish I would have recorded that, but I didn't record that. All I recorded was, the bottom of my boat because my phone was not on me or something. I've done that plenty of times. So yeah, I mean, I was sitting there like, man, I wish I could do something like that on my rod rack. I'm like, so I'm sure this is going to start, sparking people's brains to start thinking of different, things that they could do to spice things up as well.
Yeah, because, you got to do something different. Everybody comes on YouTube every night and watches somebody fish. And I just want to, and I do too. I like watching all of them fish. I really do. And I'm not trying to better any of them. I ain't trying to take nothing away from any of them. I'm just trying to do something that's different.
The one thing we could do different is maybe catch a fish.
Yeah, that would.
Now wait a minute. The other night when you guys were live, I was in there watching.
It was quite sad, wasn't it?
I gotta say, what is the pastor? I'm sorry, what was his name?
The pastor. We call him the pastor. His name is Ray.
Ray. Pastor Ray.
He can't fish worth a lick.
Well, I don't know if he's been watching Two Stands Fishing too much, but that man was targeting the small catfish like there was it was going out of style.
All of them boys, my two boys and the pastor, had hooks out yonder about that big, trying to catch a fish. I might got them with these big circle hooks. They can have them little ones. they kept right on catching them. They might be 2 or 3 ounces. But man, I was rooting so much for John Boy to get a prize, and we ended up shipping him all the corks. It was our first one, so he ended up winning the prize anyway. We'll get the prize. So. But
I could hear, and kudos to Stan for jumping on it and helping behind the scenes and stuff. That was awesome of him.
Yeah,
but I could hear the emotion in his voice every time he saw one of them small catfish. It was like a proud father moment,
Yeah.
Well, you have to know him. He's never fished. This is brand new to him. He don't know how to take them off. He's scared to take them off, I should say, and he's just learning. He's an awesome pastor. Real awesome, but he can't fish worth a lick. We're teaching him.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
We're not teaching him. He is. I don't.
But really, go ahead.
I was gonna say this couple fishing thing. That's gonna be real interesting.
She gonna have a fish.
Yeah. I mean, I want all the gear then. I want all my own stuff.
Oh, you better hope they get away some watermelon for your mama.
Uh-oh, ladies and gentlemen, we now have a house divided until somebody gets his and hers fishing gear.
No.
Here we go, John. See what you started now.
Oh no.
He wants me to get into it. He's gotta back me. I back him.
Hey, from what you all were saying in that chat that night, I think you need to buy this woman all that she wants. Not only is she helping you out, but she is putting up with your singing out of the shower, in the
Oh,
shower.
oh,
The air, yeah, you're exactly right.
did you hear that, Chad? You were listening to that?
Yeah, I heard you said talk about it.
We just out there to have fun, man. What y'all get out there on the riverbank is what we have at home.
That's the truth.
That's the way. Just the way it is. We ain't putting on a show. We're just being us.
And that's awesome, Ed.
Yeah.
And I think that is, on top of the awesome ideas you have, the genuine, being genuine is what's going to help.
Yeah.
Bring the right people in that'll want to watch you over and over and stuff like that, right? They're gonna love the jokes, and that's one of the reasons I messaged you. I was like, I'm sitting here listening and watching this. I was like, I feel like I'm on the bait shop. Yeah, I love it.
I'm telling you, I don't know what it's gonna be where her mama goes. She's right in that room back there. Yeah. I hope she don't slip out here behind me and hear me, but her mama, I tell you, boy, something else.
Oh, great stuff. Fins and Foul, what's going on? LG Tomcat, aka LG Bass. Kentucky Redneck Outdoors. Kevin Baker, Nuts and Bolts Fishing. What's going on, buddy? Hope you're enjoying that retirement. I think all he does is fishes nowadays. Jesse Lopez Outdoors, Twisted Fishing TV. Mo Creek has made it in. I think that's all for now.
Got a good crowd. Good crowd of people.
Good crowd of people, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Huh.
I appreciate every one of y'all to come in. I really do, man. This is just all about each other. It really is.
It really is.
Supporting one another.
So does Dee fish with you?
Oh yeah.
Well, of course she's the only one that's allowed to catch any fish, according to everybody in chat.
Dee actually fishes. You need to get on your
Dee, we need to get together then, Dee.
Yeah, you need to do something.
Okay. No, I'll tell you what. I think when we do this, I'll have that, that beginner's luck. And I'm going to be pulling them in just right and left.
You catch those fish. You'd just be like the preacher pulling in something that little right there.
Well, hey, there's no size requirements in the couple showdown.
I'm going to pull in those little ones so you can.
Ask Creole. I seen him stop by the way. Hello, Creole. Creole caught, what was it, 20-something fish that first tournament? 23, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken. I'm picking everything here.
Yeah, he was.
And they would have given the pastor a run for the money on how small they were.
I think the joke was that big fish weighed more than all of Creole together.
She said that the kind of the joke about it was that the big fish for the tournament was probably bigger than all of Creole's catfish combined. But hey, he played the numbers game and won it. So
that's exactly right. Exactly right. We ain't got I ain't got a river real close to me that holds huge amounts of fish. You'll catch catfish in any of them, but they don't hold huge amounts of them, like some of them. And I hate that for our game. We want to go somewhere where we can get a plenty of bites and see that bobber rise and give away a bunch of prizes. But I just ain't got them kind of river systems.
Whereabouts are you located at?
I'm in the northeastern corner of North Carolina, just about 27 miles from where you would go to Suffolk, Virginia at.
Pastor's Inn.
Pastor's Inn.
Okay.
Oh, Lord, I hope he don't rewind this, Pastor, and look at the beginning of this thing, please. Just stay where you're at.
Meet me.
Dana said some pretty bad things about your fishing skills.
Yeah, Pastor, you know the truth, right?
Yeah. She was,
now, you might have to.
I tried to stop her, but she just kept right on.
What's going on? Meet me at the altar, Mr. Pastor. John may need to have some confession time.
Yes.
This coming Sunday.
To find this? That's what in the world.
Just saying. He might need some special one-on-one time. Might take a couple hours, but
some godly counsel he needs.
That's what I was saying. How great of a fisherman you are, and you could do real good. I mean, I was saying all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I was saying.
I'm just going to sit here and be quiet and let you try to dig yourself out of this.
Set you free.
Just don't go back and watch the beginning if you want in here. Don't worry about the beginning. It was boring. Don't go watch it.
Oh my!
Woo.
So
Yeah.
how far are you from like Charlotte?
Oh man, I'm probably 5 hours from Charlotte.
Really?
We're stuck between Greenville, North Carolina, and Elizabeth City, North Carolina. I'm 2 hours from the coast, Nags Head.
We're about an hour and 15 minutes from Virginia Beach.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're right up here in the very northeastern corner. And we've got some good rivers. I live right by the Chowan River, just a few miles down the road. Plenty of catfish out there. They just, you got to wait for them.
No, my favorite place to go when I go with them fishing, I mean, when we were able to go, was James River in Virginia. I mean, that I loved going there. I didn't even mind fishing there,
I like the James River.
But right now, that's just not possible for us to take the boat and go. So we've got to go where we can find some bank fishing.
Yeah, it's all about the bank fishing now.
How far are they from Roxborough? That was asking.
Matt wants to know, how far are you from Roxborough?
Roxborough?
I'm not sure where Roxborough's at. There's a lot of boroughs around here, but I don't know about the Roxborough.
Isn't that Lewiston way?
No, man, that's Roxabelle.
Oh, okay.
Granny Grunt.
Well, see, I'm not originally from North Carolina, so I don't.
Yeah, she's a northerner.
All these little towns.
Y'all know how them northerners are.
City girl done moved to the country. That's all right.
City girls, yes, sir.
That's why I said we're a combination of Ralph and Alice Cramden
and Green Acres.
City girl and country boy.
Yeah.
The honeymooners.
I'm not sure if that's
a lot of young people don't know who Ralph and Alice Cramden are, so we have to say the honeymooners.
Chad's not that old either.
I know.
Like 39.
Yes, sir.
Might not know who the honeymooners is.
I've heard of them.
See, I told you.
As I said, you got these little whippersnappers in here, and they don't know. They don't know when TV was good.
I'm not sure if Art's saying or asking if you guys are near Kerr Lake. So
that's my favorite place. We go to Kerr Lake every year in April. But I am 2 hours and 20 minutes from Bugs Island.
Okay. Yeah, those are you're talking about some places I've been on my list. I haven't made it out there yet, but they are on my list to go fish.
I got a spot at Bugs Island.
That's a pretty place up there.
I got a spot where I catch a lot of big fish.
Yeah, but a place like that, just the name of it, I can already see Dee looking at me like, I ain't going there.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Bugs Island.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's a beautiful place.
Is it?
Everywhere I go is Bugs Island.
You would think she is the sweetest woman of all time, the way bugs love to bite her.
It's not really an island. I mean, I don't know why it's called that.
It's not like Gilligan's Island, baby. It's just Bugs Island Lake.
I mean, that's just what they call it.
Yeah, they just call it Bugs Island. I mean, you ain't on an island.
That's what I mean.
It's Bugs Island.
But it is pretty up there.
Okay. Matt said that was it Roxborough?
Yeah.
It's on the Virginia-North Carolina state line.
Oh,
that might be somewhere you look up and see how close. It might give you an extra place to go check out.
Yeah, I'm looking. Right now I'm in the search for places that I can catch catfish. I am in the search for places where we can take our game and set it up and have some fun. So
that's awesome.
We'll have to look at It's Roxborough.
Roxborough.
I believe it was Roxborough. Yeah.
We'll have to look it up and see where it's at.
We'll look it up.
Meet at the altar says near Danville.
Well, that would make sense because that's up there. That's up there toward the Virginia line, so in North Carolina side. That makes sense.
How far from Lake Gaston are we?
We are an hour and 20 minutes from Lake Gaston. We're not far, but I don't know any good bank fishing spots around Lake Gaston. I don't know.
Catfish. Yeah, Catfish Regulators was asking that. So you may get an invite to fish from the dock there with Catfish Regulators and LG Bass.
Man, I'm open to all invitations. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm the new kid on the block. I just got to get my name out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing a wonderful job so far, John, and you're going
Yeah.
like all of us. You went from you're going from like supporter and watcher to content creator,
Yeah.
and you're getting off to a really good fast start. So
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad the pastor gets to go with us. He's kind of part of my channel there, but he's gonna miss it this Sunday, y'all. It ain't gonna be but me and her unless we can get her old little short stubby mama out yonder.
You better be careful.
She ain't up. I thought she was behind me. Don't be doing that.
well, hopefully Dana will show you how it's done because she's going to start practicing for the couple showdown.
That's right.
She won't put a rod in her hand. She won't throw a rod. She wouldn't touch a worm. What are you gonna do? How you gonna bait? You gonna bait your hook?
No.
What did you ain't fishing? Right? Look at that. I got the bait or hook. I might have to take a fish off. I might have to do all that stuff. You look. If the pastor,
you won't mind doing it though. If I'm catching great big
ones. If the pastor's willing to learn, you need to learn.
No.
I ain't never in my life. Should have married. I should have. Well, I did marry 2 country girls. They didn't last long. So I don't know what to say. Just gonna have to teach her the best I can.
2 things. Hello, Gabby's dad. Do everything. That is another on my list is to fish the Mississippi. I have never fished it yet. I've seen Great Outdoors Exploring, and I did pop his name up on chat, said hello while they were talking, but hello, Mr. G.O.P.
This Pawpaw ad says, let her use chicken.
Yeah,
I can put some,
yeah.
I can put some chicken on there.
Yeah, she can use chicken. That's right. That's a good idea. Whoever thought about that's a good idea.
Now, what's the difference between putting some slimy salmonella chicken on your hook versus a piece of fish?
Exactly.
Oh, I don't do fish.
See, it's just, and she's talking about catching a fish, and she don't do fish.
I mean,
You don't touch fish.
I don't touch nasty.
Oh my goodness.
This is true. And what's going on, Kenneth Powell? Now, Dana, just so you know, up until a year ago, Dee had never even touched fish like that, like bait and stuff like that.
No, that's hard to believe, seeing her out there the way she's doing. That's hard to believe.
John, the way I did it is said, hey, I'm busy. Take that bait off those hooks when we're leaving. Or, hey, I'm busy doing this. Put this bait that I cut up on the hook.
Yeah.
No, you're doing it wrong. What are you doing?
I have bought some gloves though.
Well, there you go.
How good they're doing you.
Yeah, well.
Wait till you get a hook in your finger. Then you easily want to quit. You can't be a fisherman without a hook in the finger once in a while.
Rio, I cannot wait to get my butt down there too. We was actually hoping to do it earlier this year, but we're gonna have to wait, brother.
Is that where we're going for my birthday?
Nope. Just so everybody knows that Dee has a birthday coming up in 1 month, exactly from yesterday, where I am planning on doing something that I will not tell her what, where, or when exactly anything that we're doing. This all she knows is we're got something planned. So
anybody knows, then want to tell me.
So if anybody knows, which nobody in this chat knows.
Are you telling her how to prepare though? I mean, like what she needs to take or anything like that? You telling her giving her anything like that? How long are you going to be gone?
We are leaving on the Friday before her birthday. I think it's like the 3rd, because Palmetto's. I know Palmetto has a tournament on the 4th that I was thinking about having her in, but we're gonna be, probably not fishing anywhere. So I didn't want to ruin her birthday with fishing. But we will be gone Friday till. I haven't decided what day we might come back that following week. It'd probably be Thursday or Friday when we come back.
See, now I would have to know how long I'm going to be gone and what do I need to plan for?
She don't, look, we just go 30 minutes to the bank to do a little afternoon of fishing. She got 3 sacks, three full
I'm
sacks.
very well prepared to take care of you.
4 or 5 bologna sandwiches and ham sandwiches and chips, and brings every bit of it back every time.
Well, I want to go fishing with Dana.
I prepare. I prepare.
She does. She takes a lot of stuff.
That doesn't help now.
Whoa. We are definitely not going in the direction of Arkansas, where Matt lives. What's going on, Chunky Cat?
Chunky.
Goodness, pal.
Yep, that's Sir Kenneth Powell.
Oh, and Mark says I'm going to be 24.
Oh, Mark is such a suck up. 34, maybe.
Jeremy says I could eat that. I
Yeah,
could fish with him because he's always hungry.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking about. I am never going to turn down somebody bringing a bunch of nice food with the, while
Oh,
we
yeah, I do.
eating.
Oh yeah, I do.
yeah. So we were talking about earlier. I know I saw. She said Chunky was in here, but Chunky, we was talking about earlier. riding down there and bringing the takedown tower. But I'm not sure you want her to go because she'd be calling you all Uncle Fester and stuff.
No. Look, Chunky, he's already been lying about,
I ain't lied
about the pastor. So he's lying about this too.
He heard you. He heard you that night. A whole lot of
Chunky.
I said that he does look like Uncle Fester, but I didn't.
That's wrong.
He does.
That's
He
just
does.
wrong.
See, he does.
Especially in when it gets cooler and he wears that hoodie and stuff and he's all like,
yes, and he ties that around his face. Yeah.
But Mr. Elstan, I will say, I mean, that John in no way, shape, or form earlier in the show said that he's going to have the most epic bank light up show in the history of YouTube. He is not afraid to take it to the banks of the Potomac, sit side by side with some other guy that lights up the bank and show him how it's done. He did not say that at all.
Well, I ain't saying none of that, Chunky. I will tell you.
And you know me, you know me. I will never, ever, I will never be an instigator at all.
Chunky, rewind this show. Rewind it, Chunky, and listen.
Yeah, see, Chunky, it's kind of funny he's telling you to rewind it, but you know what? The pastor too.
Yeah.
Rewind,
that's right.
Pastor
What's going on, Dale? Hey, Slip.
Hey, Dale.
It's all setting hooks is in. What's going on? Setting hooks and crossing eyes.
Y'all are crazy.
Oh. Oh, come on, Avid. Don't start. I would never.
Take you away your wrench and let me mute you.
No, I would never be that mean to Avid again. Oh, let's see. We got 840. So again, I do need to go back to the couple showdowns because this is the beginning of August. So we've got now 2 months before it starts. There were a lot of people that had posted in the thing that have not picked dates at all yet. So we have a pretty awesome lineup, if I do say myself so far. But I'd like to make sure we have it, set in place of who's going to come in second through whatever, because Dana's already said that she's going to give beginners luck and beat the snot out of people like Creole, which I'm not sure if Creole, I can't remember if he's already picked a date yet or not, or if he's wanting to come back and defend his title. If not, I will tell Laura on him. I apologize. I don't remember who has and who hasn't set up, but I do know we have some really good people that are doing it so far. So,
I'll have to talk to the pastor, see if I can get the pastor Miss Jenny to sign up.
Yeah.
And
Pastor,
you got to remember, you don't have to be a YouTuber to do this. You just have to have a significant other, right? So
that's right.
Okay. Yep. All right. Creole they are on day number 1. He's coming out with a bang.
Oh Lord.
He's gonna try to set the bar high. So, ow! Or I'm trying to get bit now. These biting flies are coming over here.
I thought you were gonna say D's biting my ankles over here.
No, she's not that short. Now, if Lyle or Dockery were here, I might consider them biting my ankles. They're pretty short. Uh, but yeah. Well, sorry, I squirrel. Forgot what I was talking about. The couples showdown, right?
Yes.
Yes. So yeah, if you guys that haven't signed up, if you're interested, what do you think,
What-
Dana? John, can
what-
Catfish and Crappie bring his dog Coco with him?
Oh, yes,
There's what you have open.
Bring him where?
I assume it's
Fishing.
uploaded.
Oh, yeah.
we got a dog. We may take him.
He's
So-
crippled though.
Right now, let's go with, thanks to Dee brought up the list so far. Right now, October 9th, we have the Dockeries, James and Katie, Uncle Lou, Lee Reed and Mindy, Lyle and Cindy Stokes, Jeremy and Lord of Four of Creole Catfishing, Jerry and Marcia Parker Pursuit. Wait a minute. It didn't say Jerry and Rob Chance.
That's his other couple.
Oh, Marcia doesn't know about that. J-Dog and Tara Blackburn, Chris and Telly Lee, and Ernie and Chrissy Brown. Right now, the only one for the 10th I have down is TJ and Joyce Addis from Hill Jack. October 16th, we have Betty and Brandon Cross, Janice and Roger DeMint, Art and Bridget Henderson, Larry and Amy Payne, Josh and Christina Dunnigan, Josh and Dana Parker. And I do believe Kevin had said that earlier that he could move himself to another date. So if we have to do that, but right now he's on the 17th. So he is on the list as well. We've got a nice little list going. I know there's, like I said, there's definitely a lot of other people that have said they're interested. So
Yeah.
see
I'm
how
looking
that
forward
too. I goes down.
I'm
It
looking
is.
forward
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to get Ray and Jenny to Pastor Ray and Jenny to sign up.
Yeah, that'd be
Do
good.
it.
Yeah, that'd
We
be
get-
good.
If the more we can get on there, the merrier. Yeah, it's nice because it promotes what we love and who we love, and
Yeah.
the ones that sponsor us, like Dee, she sponsors me very well by giving me pretty much free reign of whatever I want to buy. And for you, Dana, it'll be John sponsoring you because he's going to buy you a complete outfit of anything you want fishing wise.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
That's
Lord.
what I'm talking. From the from the mouth of Chad to your ears, to your heart.
I hope she sits back and wait for all that. I'm just gonna have my hands full baiting a hook for her.
Mr. Lyle, we will see you in a few minutes.
Taking my fish off too.
Yeah.
Hey, don't argue with her over that because if she's catching fish,
Yeah.
that's putting you on the board. So
Somebody's got to catch him because Lord knows I ain't been able to the last several times I've been out. The
Hey.
pastor's way outfished me. Y'all look, that pastor has caught so many more fish. And listen, I know he can't fish worth a lick, but he's out fishing me. You talk to him. I said that.
He's talking right here to
Oh,
you.
he's still in there.
Mhm.
Oh,
yeah, he can hear you.
I thought he'd have been gone by now.
Mhm.
He's a good fisherman, y'all. That man can fish.
Seen this Mr. Lyle was heading out. I'm not sure if Mark is still in here, if he's getting ready to head out, but they're getting ready to start their show here in about 15, 20 minutes, 17 minutes. I
Okay.
can't do math right now. I got shoes on, so I can't do math. But make sure you guys go over and check Panfish Nation out after this. My ways by what I want. Yeah, it's the way it is. I always act like when I want something, I'll be like, D, can I? And she knows I've already bought it half time, or I'm getting ready to. Maybe Mr. Elstan will talk his missus into being in it this year.
Yeah, that'd be real good.
Pastor says he's working on his sermon for Sunday, so keep talking.
Oh. Look, y'all. Now,
Yep.
y'all make that picture you got, Chad, with me in the bait shop taking that fish off. Now, he preached on that fish the next Sunday. Now, y'all all see how big that fish was. Now, I throw my arms up here, but the screen's not wide enough to how big he said it was in his sermon. So, you can't talk about me too much. Exaggerating. Before that sermon was over, What did he weigh? 175 pounds?
I thought it was 200 something.
That was a lot. It was a lot.
I think after the show tonight and the show the other night when he was fishing with you, when he does his sermon, he might want to just bring you up there next to him and just have you stand.
Oh boy, we have a lot of fun out there, y'all. We do with the pastor out there and Miss Jenny and all.
We do.
And we have a lot of fun. I ain't kidding you. I'd go every night if I could, but she won't take me.
Trust me, I wish I could go fishing every day.
I know it.
Yeah. So a little bit more info about the couples showdown is it's bank, boat, kayak. If you want to do kayak, tandem kayaks, anything goes with that. The only thing that we, put in rules and stuff, it's on my Facebook page of what the rules really are. They're public waters, no pay lakes or anything like that. They got to be caught on rod and reel, no jugging or bank lines or trot lines or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
I can't noodle.
Pretty simple rules.
No noodling.
Like you go under the water, stick your hand up
scary.
under a rock.
No, I wouldn't.
So wait, now Dana, we just went from you won't put your own bait on to what you're wanting to go noodling.
I was just asking for someone else. Jenny might want to go noodling.
You realize you have to stick your hand completely and arm in there.
That's why I mean.
Well, right.
Maybe Miss Jenny, pastor's chick.
Okay.
So that's why I was asking.
Got to be on rod and reel.
The dumbest thing I ever heard was on TV today or yesterday. They done started noodling for snapping turtles. Now, who in their right mind will stick their hand up under a rock?
That's why I won't do it.
You ain't kidding. God.
I mean, yeah. At one point in time, I was like, I want to try it. And then the more I thought about it, and I'm like, knowing my luck, I'm either going to stick my hand into a turtle mouth that's this big around, or I'm going to puncture into a hole that's just full of freaking snakes. And that ain't happening.
That's right.
Exactly. That's what I think about. Who in the world does that stuff? A lot of people, but not me.
They do.
Yeah,
and
they do.
They pull out some monsters. It looks fun. Maybe more the more you do it, or if you go out with somebody that knows what they're doing. But I just can't. I couldn't bring myself into sticking my hand and thinking there's a big turtle in there. What's going on, John boys?
No.
Yeah, that's interesting stuff.
Yes, sir.
Pastor says we noodle, not.
We do. Yeah, I don't think that will happen. if he gonna have to get somebody else show him how to do that, not me.
Let's see. Mr. John Boys, please send me a text and say text me back so I remember to text you that info. Thank you. My brain I've been so busy and I've got some other things going on that I tend to have forgetful moments. I'm getting older. Wasn't going to bring it up. Thanks. It is okay. Right here, look. I did it as a kid in Oklahoma, got bit by a turtle and still have the scar. My hand goes into no underwater holes, period.
No.
Learned your lesson.
Got that right.
This is my boat. Well, this is one of my boats, Jamie B. This is I'm thinking about doing a little video about that. But this is the first boat that I've ever owned. I bought it a couple years ago. I still have the center console that I bought a couple months ago. It is in the storage right now. So one of these days I'll hit the lottery and be able to do all I want with that boat and get it ready to win. So, or get it ready to fish. Yeah, this is my little Bass Tracker 175 that is turned into a catfishing machine.
That's how my pontoon boat is turned into a catfish boat.
Well, you've heard my story, haven't you, John?
I probably have, but I don't know.
So, okay, that was funny, but I ain't gonna tell half of that. So I bought this boat in 2019, and I entered. Me and my buddy entered this 2-day tournament. It was almost 200 boats. I think that first year it was like 180 boats, and had no idea what I was getting myself into. And I pulled up, and the bank is just lined with boats, all beached up, for it to start. And I didn't have the rod holders. I didn't have anything on it really. I just had some fishing poles to take with me. And I pulled up, and the guy looks over at me, and his boat's all decked out. Real hillbilly looking guy, big old beard, overalls. And he looks at me and goes, "Bass fishing?" It's like, daggone, I should just go home right now. Yeah, that was my first ever catfishing tournament. So I've been working on it ever since to get it going, and it does pretty daggone well. I've put some nice fish in this boat.
Yeah, John Boy, I think Dana asked about your email. Yeah, John Boy, your package went out today. We were a little bit late getting everything mailed. It's all gone. Everything's gone.
Yep, everything was mailed early afternoon, so you should see it in a couple days.
I sent you all 4 quotes, John Boy, all 4.
It's just not a catfishing boat just yet. What's Creole saying? It's just not a catching boat. Shut up, Creole. I used to like you. Don't you have to go to work or something? Man. It's bad when even Creole catfishing is picking on me.
Oh yeah, catching all them little bitty ones like that last year.
Who did?
Do what?
He was the one catching all them little bitty ones.
Oh yeah, I mean I think every one of them was about that big. Now the bigger ones were caught by Laura, but yeah, I thought he was catching baby skipjack at first, but then they were little bitty blue cat.
Yeah, I bought it 5 times. That's all to know.
Let's see. My dad used to sell snapping turtles when I was younger. They can bite through some serious stuff. Yes, they can.
Yeah.
And luckily, we're just above where alligator snapping turtles are. Now, the southern part of the state and south, they have the actual alligator snapping turtles. And then I thought snapping turtles were mean biters. I went down to Louisiana back in, I want to say probably 2002 for a wrestling tournament. And we visited a gator farm. And it was the first time I ever seen an alligator snapping turtle.
Oh,
And the memory of that thing's mouth is all I can picture. Even though we don't have them here, we only have regular snapping turtles. That's what I picture when I think about
reaching your hand into a hole, right?
I couldn't imagine that.
Yes.
Now you mentioned alligator. There's one thing I would love to do is go down where they got them alligator gar and catch some of them.
Alligator gar would be fun.
That'd be fun.
Them big 300-pound alligator gars.
Man, that would be fun to catch some of them.
But
I'll go down and break the pasture in good with them. Let him take them off the hook for me. Alligator gar. Good gracious.
Do you have the long nose gar where you're at?
We do have the long nose gar.
That's what we have here, and they pester the life out of you.
Yeah.
When you're bank fishing or stuff like that. But
yeah, you think you're getting hit by a big old catfish and it ain't nothing but a gar. Yeah.
Yeah, that is one nice thing about the way I fish now is I don't seem to have near the interaction with gar that I did when I bank fished.
Oh yeah.
David Hamilton, what's going on? Creole says we call those loggerheads. They are mean. They was talking about putting them up here in the Mississippi and in the Ohio to combat the Asian carp problem. Leave my boat alone. You know what? my bass boat has caught more fish than you have in the last 2 years. Leave me alone. It's okay, baby. I know you're all right. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that mean Avid. John, Dana, what else you got to close us out, sirs and ma'am?
I ain't got a lot.
Big things coming.
Well, we're just going to try to work on this game. I am going live Saturday afternoon to show the prizes for Sunday and to tell you about a few changes, in the game. But other than that, man, it's just going to be working on my tower out there and just getting everything ready and set up and hopefully see that very first takedown. You see that cork shoot up that tower.
And we're going to go back to Williamston.
Well, yeah, we're going back to Williamston. So there's those big ones out there.
Just remember, if by chance the firework thing works out, who gave you the idea? Because I think that would be awesome.
Other than that, Chad, only thing I got to say is thank you for bringing us on. I know we're new. We're trying to get our name out there. We're trying to get known. We just want to, we want to have a good time, bring as many people on the bank with us as we can, and you're going to always see us having fun. You're going to always hear us sharing our faith in the Lord. Yep. And, it's just about, just about that takedown right now. And, catching as many fish and as many souls as we can.
Awesome.
All it's about.
Real quick. Hello, Robert Andrews and Miss Becca. Welcome. And, John, you are a part of this catfish community and family. So, to say, I know you're just starting out and you're small. A lot of us are, brother. But what you're trying to do and the way you're trying to do it, I think is wonderful. You're going to bring in some fun ideas and things. But I said in the chat the other day, I think your story is wonderful, and I think you're a wonderful human being. You and Dana both. And I love it when Miss Dana sings, FYI.
Thank you.
That's actually how I think the first time I ever saw you, Dana, was on a Facebook post that John had done of you singing in the house with everybody. Loved it.
And that was terrible. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I absolutely loved it. I did. I grew up around that kind of family life and stuff when I was younger, and people singing like that, just country. It seemed like it just reminded me of country, Christian music and stuff, and I loved it. So brought back a lot of great memories. And I'm trying not to make John cry before we end the show here, but I said in the chat the other day. I know. Well, let's see. We got to end it. We got 2 minutes to make this happen and see if I can make him cry. But
it would take a lot. It don't take a lot.
I'm very, I am very inspired with all the adversity that you went through, and that you have not let that keep you down, and you're finding your way up, and just getting out there and doing this, man. You are a blast to sit and listen to and watch when you're fishing. I love your and Dana's interaction. It's fun time. If you guys have not checked one of the lives out yet, even when it's only the pastor catching the 2-inch and 3-inch monsters that he did, the show was fun to watch and listen to. So go over and check them out. The link is in the description if nobody else has already done it. Sorry if you already have, but I do appreciate if anybody has dropped it. So, but make sure you go ahead and check these guys and gals out. Oh, sorry, I got to fix my audio. 5 minutes. But yeah, check these guys out. Give them a view. See what they got coming, because I think more and more improvements as John's wheels keep turning on the takedown tower, especially when there's a big wheel that's going around and it's got sparklers and everything going off and it's lighting up like.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be phenomenal to watch. It's going to be fun and a fun thing to be a part of. So appreciate you guys coming on. Really, really do.
Thank you.
So
thank you. Thank all of y'all that subscribe to our channel. We appreciate it more than y'all know. We really do.
Very welcome. Hang out for just 1 second. I'm gonna say hi, bye to you right after I click end here. But thank you guys and gals for watching. Go on over to Panfish Nation. They're getting ready to start in just a minute. We will see you next Thursday night. Don't know what's going on yet, because again, half the time I never knew what in the world we're going to do. So if not, we'll see you guys on the water sometime, hopefully maybe soon. So you guys take care and have a great weekend.
Bye all.
See y'all later.